What's up, guys? So today we're going to try to do is finish the game with Brian, because we're going to try to beat this game. I'm not going to do all the dads, of course, because I'm just going to do is mainly focus on Brian. If you want to figure out the other stuff, there's other channels. So I'm just going to do it my way, because I don't have time. So we're going to do it. A minute later, I hear a ding in Matt response. Yeah, I'll do one with Matt. What's a Soundgarden? It's a concert venue, but also a band that's a lot of people listen to the back when it's cool to have a soul patch. Well, I'm thinking, a message pops up on the screen. Pup is playing tonight. Cool little indie pop punk rock band out of Canada. Should be fun. I'll log off Dadbook for a second. Wait. When was the last time I went to a concert? I mentally backtrack decades through memories of Denim, Jean, Jacket, and moral panic over teenager occult. Oh god, I had a mullet back then. Oh god, I thought I was cool. Oh god, really? Other people thought I was cool. I finally remember the strange 80s prog rock I used to listen to, and I just want to see really quick what this looks like. These are my solar UV glasses for the eclipse on Monday. I finally remember a strange 80s prog rock I listened to, and I mentally envisioned all the airbrush vans in the parking lot. Man, how did anyone survive the 80s? Okay, so I haven't been to a concert in a long time. What do I even do at a concert now? I spent most of my day pacing around the house thinking about my relationship with coolness. I mean, I always thought I was cool, at least relative to a bunch of other dads my age. Dad, what are you doing? I look over there and see Amanda at the door, just getting from home. Anyway, what's up? Amanda, how do I be cool? Let me put a pot of coffee first. This is gonna be a long night. No, seriously. Matt invited me to a concert, and I don't think I've been to one since you were born. Yeah, you have. You took me to the one when I was 12, remember? That's only overwhelmed the memory of the sea of screaming preteens. Oh god, I tried hard to forget. The one where I had to camp out with you in line so that you could get the good spots, and then you cried and screamed the whole time. Dad, it was much more than that. And I'm not even ashamed to say it. Oh, you're not ashamed? You seemed pretty ashamed when I found all those drawings you made of those dancing boys kissing and the trapper keeper. Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. Anyway, you should be all set for the concert if you remember that. Just bring a little glittery sign and cry a lot, and you'll fit right in. Well, it's a smaller place, and I don't think Matt mentioned that that they're a punk band. Like a DIY glitter punk, thrash, glitter punk, straight edge. Come on, Daddy, give me something to work with. At least post punk, proto punk, C punk, Jeremy punk. What's Jeremy punk? I made that one up to see if you could get away with it. They're not positive hardcore here yet. He said they were Canadian punk. Oh, yeah, they'll be fine. Does the idea of Canadian punk be contradictory to you? I don't see friendship or politeness as core tenets of the punk scene. Well, punk is kind of a big genre, and that's might be as dangerous as you think it is. It became so much more in a counterculture rebellion. What I'm trying to say is, just enjoy the music. That's it? I mean, yeah, it's not like you're gonna jump on the mosh pit or anything. Well, that's comforting. And if a strange dude in a set your goals hoodies offers you to buy merch, don't accept it, and definitely don't go on 3 awful dates with him afterwards where he takes you to a nice restaurant and then he forgets his wallet literally 3 times in a row. What? Never mind, just have a blast tonight. I show up to the Coffee Spoon at 8. In what I hope is concert-appropriate attire, I see Matt out front locking the door to the shop. Hey, you made it. Ready for tonight? Well, it's been a while. Of course, I'm definitely know what I'm talking about. Well, it's been a while. I gotta admit it, I haven't been to a real concert since Pet Rock were cool. I have no idea what I'm in for. Did your daughter make you take her Did your daughter make you take her to one of those boy band concerts where you hold a sign and scream tries? Yeah. I got 2 lined up next month. I still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Stay strong. But dude, I get to take you to your first concert in a long time. This is gonna be awesome. Just hang with me, Brian, and you'll be good. This scene is super supportive. It'll be a blast. Quick question. Shoot. What is scene? Matt lets out a tiny laugh. Sorry. It's been a weird because scenes are described as music scene, as it portrays a community of people who like the same genre, but can also describe a genre of music no one wants to admit they are into. Matt looks off in the middle distance. He says nothing, but I can tell he's thinking, never again. That's confusing. You'll get it. The important thing tonight is that you enjoy the music. Come on, let's head to the show. After waiting on a short line to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end of the bar at the other. Most people here are closer to Amanda's age than mine. I suddenly feel very out of place. My waning youth is showing. I am suddenly aware of the mortality. When were the good years of my life? Will Amanda still love me as we both grow older? Wait, is C-punk actually a genre? Matt, you made it. A younger kid runs up to high-fives Matt. The kid runs off, and Matt turns to me, shuddering. I get nervous when people surprise high-five me. Me too. I'm like a small animal. Loud noises in large groups or people frighten me. Do you also enjoy curling up in a patch of sunlight to take a nap? That's my favorite thing to do. A couple of other people notice Matt in the crowd and yells, "Hey," as well. Matt waves and hugs a couple people. He seems really in his element here. Matt turns his attention back to me. I am so afraid of all these people. Oh. Let's go grab a beer. Matt and I lined up at the bar in the back, where a couple of older concert goers hang out. A couple more people notice Matt and they tip their drink at him. Seems like you're a popular guy out here. Yeah. I go to a lot of shows. This is really a cool spot. But it's times like this where I realize I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run out of stuff to talk about. And then I become nearly aware of where my hands are. And that there's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongues to rest. God damn it, where did I put my tongue? See? Well, I've known you for more than 5 minutes, and I still think you're charming and funny. Just you wait. We grab our drinks. This scene seems really friendly. I don't know why people wouldn't want to admit that they listen to it. Let's check out that merch. Matt and I walk to a small booth in the corner of the room, where a crusty-looking teenager guards a selection of shirts and records. He singles me out and across the room and hops up on a chair. Step on up, get your merch right here. I got t-shirts, I got tank tops, I got all the gifts and the countermeasures a discerning concert goer of considerable taste might want. You! I gestured to myself, my face flushing red. You! Yes, you! You look like a fella who knows their music. How's about a fine 12-inch long-playing vinyl record made and distributed by Pop, Canada premier punk rock outfit? Tally ho, good sir. Please stop yelling at me. Well, see here, fine shopkeep. Your enthusiastic salesmanship has aroused my interest and suspicion in equal parts. How can I, a consumer of finer goods in life, trust your wares in your true spirit? A fine question from a discerning patron. Okay, Pablo, you can give it a rest. The teen hops off of his chair and takes a seat. Your friend looks lost, so I figured I'd give him an old razzle dazzle. How the hell are you, Matt? Day by day, my man. They do that thing where they high five but also turn into a hug. Your mom doing better? She's still single. If you want to be my dad, I can make that connect. And have to deal with you every single day. Fair enough. How's your bud? That's Brian. Thought I'd bring out a concert, pal. Pablo leans close to Matt. Is Brian cool? Matt eyes me. I am back. He cracks a smile. Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. My dude! I'm not sure what to say, but I give him a courtesy of 2 pats on the back, as is customary in our society for people, do super well, but it won't be friendly too. Pablo's a total card. Kid plays the hell out of the bass. Yeah, man. When are we starting our Witch House band? I'm out of the game. It's a shame. Vacant Veil would have slayed. I'll slay once It'll slay once you start actually making music instead of just printing a bunch of band t-shirts. We got the sickest logo. While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. These shirts are really nice. Looks like the opener's coming on. Let's get our spots up close. Matt and I walk over to the stage where a crowd began to form. The band walks on the stage and picks up a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addresses the crowd. He has a mandolin slung behind his neck. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're Jonathan Jones and the Spexy Choir. My friend Daniel, let's start the show. My name's Daniel. Oh no, these guys. What? Without time to respond, the band starts playing the closest noise I've ever heard. What is this? Man, doesn't he say anything? He just hands me earplugs. Thanks. I put the earplugs in, and whatever the hell is assaulting my ears gets a lot quieter. For a band this bad, they sure do seem to having fun. I guess that's what really matters. Jesus, did this cellist just break this bow in half? I don't get this. The set seems to go on forever, but no breaking the song. I think one of the band members' jobs is specifically just to burn poetry on stage. I turn to Matt and try to start a conversation. So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? You can't hear me, so I just stop and enjoy the music. Okay, no, this isn't possible. How long is this going to be playing the same song? 10 minutes? 20? A year? Eventually the set ends, but only after a drummer sprains his ankle during a saxophone solo. They promise it was part of the act as he was carried off stage crying. Matt and I both pulled out our earplugs. Man, that was something. I promise Pup is much better. I just have a lot of questions that I know I'll never get the answer to. Oh yeah, he sprains his ankle at every show. They were really being real about that. Let's grab another beer. Matt and I walk out to the crowd and back to the bar. More and more people file into the concert space and gets closer to the main act. It's getting kind of crowded in here. We grab our beer and I try to follow Matt back to our spot, but there are so many people I've been having a hard time keeping up. As I work my way through the throngs of excited concert goers, I realize I've lost Matt entirely. I stop and look around, seeing nothing but a sea of hip 20-somethings. I'm lost. How am I gonna find Matt here? Where's the exit? Are there even exits? What if I'm trapped in a building forever? Am I going to see my daughter ever again? What if that terrible band gets back on stage? What if... Suddenly a hand reaches out and grabs me. It's Matt. Almost lost you, buddy. I got really nervous for a second there. You and me both, dude. He takes my hand and leads me back towards the stage. I can feel myself blushing a little. We finally settle back into our spot and wait for the band to start. Busy place, huh? Yeah, Pup really brings out a crowd. So you go to the concert a lot? Oh yeah, it's one of my absolute favorites in the world. I think it's one of the things that listen to music and connects with it. But when you are in a room full of people connecting with the music just the same way that you are, that's magic. I suddenly had the urge to pee. Curse this tiny dad bladder. I never heard of it to put it that way. That's really beautiful. Also, I have to pee. Hurry up, man. They're about to go on. I squeezed my way out of the crowd towards the restrooms. I really should have gone before I left the house, but a man was watching beauty videos in the bathroom. She had an eyeliner wing going halfway across her face, which was actually a pretty good look. I'm so proud of her. I make it to the restroom finally, but it's one of those single person's restroom and lines for me outside of it. As soon as I finish my business, the band starts. Crap. The people were initially milling away the venue, all the crowd up against the stage as Pup plays the first song. How am I ever going to find Matt now? First is the worst, second the best, third is the one with a hairy chest. Everyone's rushing in the main stage to watch Pup play. I'm sure Matt will be up here too. I gotta find him before I get trampled by all these rowdy people use. Okay, how do I play? Ah. Okay. Do y'all remember that part in the beginning of the okay. Where this is kind of a little hard because Yes. Alright, they're gonna have to go down. I watched Pup set my own lonesome out next to a bunch of a hip 20-somethings. I can tell they're judging my clothes, and I want so badly to grab them by the shoulder and explain the usefulness of the utility pockets. But I try to focus on those. Man, I wish Matt was here. The show finally ends, and I wait for Matt outside. After a minute or two, Matt spots me. Dude, you sure are a sight for sore eyes. Sorry I lost you back there. It's all good. Wasn't it a great show? Totally. Would have been more fun with you though. Well, next time I guess we'll have to hold hands the whole time so we don't lose each other, huh? I laugh and am I blushing? You hungry? Starving. Follow me. I have to play this in my spare time because it looks like all of them have like a little mini game. Matt and I walked to a tiny little diner with a cute neon sign. We tear into some bacon and eggs in the corner booth. So there I am in a pit trying to explain to the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo. But he's already seeing red. Not from the tattoo, which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering towards me, and there's nowhere to go. In the end, for me, right? Then out of nowhere, I get this idea. I just lean back and spread my arms. And just like that, I'm crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. You should have seen the look on his face. I brought him a beer afterwards, and we were cool. We still follow each other on social media. He has beautiful kids. Glad you guys worked it out. Yeah, man. Just goes to show that the punk's not dead. It just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter. So how did you get to see all of his amazing concerts? Oh, I used to tour in a band. We were small, but it was us to travel all around the States. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, we were poor, and we had to scrape a lot together just to survive, but it wouldn't trade those experiences for anything. But yeah, that's how I knew a bunch of those people at the show. Music like this brings amazing community, especially in a town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I got that feeling plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo kid. Oh man, everybody loves Pablo. His mom been raising him on her own, and you can tell that he's been tough on both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try to help him out whenever I can. It's really nice of you. Thanks, us single parents just really have to look out for each other. How's Carmensta? She says she wants to learn the drums. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll be loud, but I'll need to take a lot of aspirins, but I'll manage. Can't really blame her. I'm certainly very grateful that all of my daughters are super quiet. Wait. All of my daughter's hobbies are super quiet. Photography, collaging, whatever she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to get support of Carmen's rebellious phase, but I guess that's kind of defeats the purpose of it, doesn't it? I think it would be a good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against each together. Like what? Fashion, consumerism, big budget remakes of foreign films. Why don't you go early the day after Thanksgiving and line up to buy things? Why can't we like share things? Comrade, you're speaking of dangerous things here. He and I laughed, just digging up the big plates of greasy diner food. The breakfast and I ordered the dinner is absolutely hitting the spot. Man, being a single dad is rough sometimes. I'm lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of the dads to talk to. Yeah. I don't know. I get really nervous sometimes talking to people. I get nervous talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too. I never really considered myself an extrovert and really never really considered myself an introvert. Not extrovert. I'm just uncomfortable in every situation always. Oh, you're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to. You know that? I smile. Matt and I spend the rest of the night trading daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. We finish up the late night and head out. We walk back to the girls' side, back to our respective houses. It was a blast, man. Loved it. Although I'm probably gonna feel it in my knees in the next morning. You and me both. I don't usually like going on these things alone. It was pretty cool to have you there with me. I'm glad. Alright. I'm calling it quits for tonight. Stay cool, man. You called me cool. Matt called me cool. I walk into the house with my heart in my throat. Amanda pops her head out in my room. Hey, Pops, what's the show? Matt thinks I'm cool. You don't say. Amanda Panda, Matt thinks I'm cool. Blind leading the blind, huh? Wow. I just got dunked on my own child. Unbelievable. Alright, I'm hitting the hay. I'm hitting the hay, Pops. I'll see you in the pit. Night, kiddo. That was pretty cool. Day complete. That's really loud. Oh, probably because of the dad thing. Alright, so we're going to save it right here. Just so that I can go back and play it. Now's the time to take a rest. Hey, Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. Are you in out or out? Oh, I have a message from Brian. Oh no, I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my ability as a fisherman to Brian, and now he's challenging me to another dad off. I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still though, I have to accept. I type back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all those fish. I bet my lawn could use another good movie. That'll show him. Brian responds back, letting me know tomorrow he'll pick us up in an hour, and I previously forgotten existed. Man, I'm going on a rough start. Amanda comes in the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting it off piece by piece, like some kind of monster. I didn't raise you like that. What? It's called string cheese and not chompy cheese for a reason, Amanda. Did you just call me and criticize my controversial string cheese eating technique or what? No, man. We have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become a master at fishing overnight? You went fishing in the Girl Scouts, didn't you? No. My stint in the Scouts was brief and purely transactional. Thought I could get free cookies, but I didn't know I had to, be outside and tie knots and stuff. But I have to beat Brian. Dad, let me tell you a story. Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at a coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher. During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine, and I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. On that first morning, there was a line at the door, and within half an hour, I severely burned my hand, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have that scar from that. Of course I remember. What does that have to do with fishing? The burn is the metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water, What does a horse have to do with a fish and burns? Dad, please. I don't get the obsession of competing against Brian. You want to understand it's a dad thing. Please try explaining it to me. Okay. He just thinks that he can be much better than me and purposely reminds me of that whenever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him at his own game. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay, go. I know that's what's happening. Alright, Pops. We should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning. Night, man. I brush my teeth and throw some of my pajamas. I climb into bed, set my alarm, and close my eyes. Okay, sleep. I am wide awake. I can't help but thinking about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something to lean on to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark. I had no idea what was going on. But before I knew it, we were both alone in a freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours while it was hot and muggy and the air thick with bugs. I picked up mosquito bites while my dad just sat in his stony silence, fishing pole in one hand and a beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. It was a long drive. My father bought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say a thing. That didn't help, and I think I have to repress sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. I'm sitting in a boat in the middle of a body. I'm so sorry. I didn't understand why, but it feels like that life depends on catching fish right now. I cast my lure into the water and wait and wait and wait. My whole being is filled with hopelessness as I watch my line disappear into the depths below. You used the wrong lure. I look up to see my father, just as he looked in one cold morning, disapproving. I'm panicking now. I pull the lure up and I try to grab a different one, but all the lure and the tug of box are exact same. I look at my father and guidance, but he's gone. I try casting again, but I can't hold on my footing. My boat tips over and I fall into the water, sinking further and further. I see multitudes of fish that have been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me as it taunts me. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. You gotta use a neutral buoyancy lure if you're trying to catch trout, buddy. I jot awake and sound my alarm. It's fishing day? That would explain my weird dream. I groggily slip on clothes and get ready. I spot a man at doors half open, and she's still curled up in the mountain blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? Oh, no. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never. Yeah. Amanda, I'll get up in a minute. Alright, Brian should be here in 20 minutes, so you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket and wave me away. I leave her room and make myself some coffee and another cup of a lot of cream and sugar for Amanda whenever she gets up. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do a word jumble. I hear a doorbell. That must be Brian. Still rubbing our eyes, we walk outside and see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him.
Early bird gets the worm, buddy.
You ready to fish?
I was born ready.
My eyes naturally narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. Hop on in, guys. Let's get the fishing party started. I'll walk over to the driver's side door and open it. Whoop, whoop. Brian's dog immediately hops out of the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. Can I see your license, sir?
Maxwell lets Brian see it.
Maxwell obediently hops in the back and cuddles with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell and Daisy and immediately falls asleep.
You ready for the adventure?
I'm ready for glory. I struggle to stay awake as I drive in the outskirts of town. Excuse me. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass by. So, where exactly are we headed?
It's about out north of here. A little spot I've been going since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I brought everything we need so that you can catch some trout, have a nice little fire, and enjoy the nature.
My fishing pole's in the shop, getting it tuned up. Do you maybe have a extra I could borrow?
But of course, it's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though.
Right. I'm digging a hole here. I stare out in the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusky pink light through the trees. For a second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the brush. After a nice quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off on the highway and onto the dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up in a magnificent lake.
Well, here we are.
I step out of the car and help Brian unload the gear. As Maxwell runs around us barking, the kids wake up and wander to the shore, where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rock. Brian and I carry a tackle box and cooler down to the edge of the lake, where he has a canoe waiting.
I agree. It's still in one piece. Hold on. Help me out here with Maxwell.
I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell.
Woof woof. All right, your turn.
Brian hands me a lime green vest. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me. I can swim, thanks. Nothing. If I fall in, I'm counting on you to rescue me.
Suit yourself.
Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks.
You kids want to fish?
I'm good. Just throwing rocks into the water.
Amanda hurls a rock in a pond with gusto.
Yeah, take that, water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them. Is that what we're doing?
Daisy, don't you want to fish?
I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. We're gonna go explore the woods and look at bugs and stuff.
All right, be safe. Don't go too far.
Brian pulls the life vest around himself, and we throw all the equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place, looking out over the front of the boat. I get into a canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together to get ourselves in the middle of the lake. Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty common fisherman knowledge. After all, fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about.
Still a gambling man.
You know it.
Let's see who can catch more fish.
You can catch more than one. Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm going to catch, obviously.
I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn.
Custody of our own children?
More than that. Let's say, if I win, I get your weed whacker.
The Whackmaster 2000? That's a limited edition.
But, if you win, you get my pole saw, the Reach and Cut 3000.
The cordless version?
That's the one.
Shit, the Reach and Cut 3000 is state of art. My weed whacker is a prized possession, but there are those hard to reach branches in my back of the yard that have been begging for pruning. You're on. We shake on it. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be undoing. I watch Brian ties a lure and does some stuff. I can get quite. I can't quite follow with his fishing pole. He casts into the lake. Oh boy, now I have to do it. I stare down the tackle box at the pole in my hand. Put some bait in the hook, insult the fish, stretch before I fish some worm from styrofoam container Brian bought. Slippery, but I think I can get it on the hook. But if I focus, oh god, I'm bleeding. Oh god, the blood's everywhere. The worm is not on the hook.
Need some help?
No, I meant to do that. The blood attracts fish. They can smell it up to a mile away, you know.
I think that's sharks.
No, it's definitely fish. Noah. Perform fish mating, tie a knot or something. I take my pole and tie it in an elaborate looking knot to impress Brian, the classic hunter's bend. I learned it the one in my youth. Yep, this one isn't coming apart anytime soon. With a knot, I will cast my heavenly line upon the unsettling water and deliver the unbountiful harvest. I look over to Brian. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. So I'll cast his sucker, pull my rod back, and launch the lure as hard as I can. And the lure flies off in a line of sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a sploosh. Sorry, I judged my wind speed wrong. The cold air drives the pressure down.
Ha! Go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to a new pole. You're not used to.
I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me his pole, and with a smile, I just sit there feeling like an idiot. Fishing around here is easy. The group are all lined up. You gotta do this line up 3 in the same species and reel them in. I need to line up 3 of the same species. I can't tell them apart. Okay, so we gotta kind of do like this. Okay, I see what we gotta do. Okay, I see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to distinguish the fish. Okay. This one go down here. Kind of reminds me of Honey Pop. Alright, and then I don't see. Oh, there's one. Oh, here we go. So do they change? I think when the bubbles pour up happen. Alright, oh, here's one. It's kind of hard. Because some of them kind of look the same. Where's another one? Another one fights the dusk. There's one. There's another one. There's 4. Okay. I see what it's doing. It's kind of copying Honey Pop. Oh, so we got the 3 fish. Oh. There we go. We got rainbow trout. Good work. You always have time for a beer with your buzz.
Wow, this is way tougher than I thought.
I look over to Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out here in the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly the fishing pole jumps in my hand and reflects in a tug upward. I think I got something big. I tip the pole, dip down repeatedly, and the line starts to run.
Reel it in.
I finally get a fish right up next to the boat. It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me the net.
It's all yours.
I leaned down and noticed that my hand was shaking with excitement. The fish is bigger than all of ones Brian caught. That pole saw is mine. The entire canoe tips over with me, and I find myself sinking into the lake. I should have taken the life vest. All of a sudden, I am embraced under the water and pulled into Brian's arms. I finally dragged it upwards in sputtering water. All the gear floats on the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circles, having a great time.
You alright?
Does that count as one?
Well, seems as all of our fish is now swimmingly back safe into the lake. I guess so.
Brian laughs.
Let's get you to shore.
Brian and I flip the canoe back over and fill it with now soaking wet gear. We roll back to the shore with Maxwell in tow. Once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian takes off his shirt, dots the lake water, glisten off the sun across his strong back. Man, all that general contracting must have built this guy like an ox. I hope he doesn't notice me staring.
I'm gonna start a fire so we can dry off. Wanna hand me yours?
Yes, okay. I would love to take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. I suddenly wish I had done more sit-ups in my life. Or any sit-ups at all, really. Another thing, you bested me and stupid sexy Brian. You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we all have.
The day's young. We catch fish from the shore.
Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit up and drop my pants. Brian sets a couple lures on the water's ledge.
We're probably gonna have us put the kibosh on the competition for now.
Until another day, my stomach growls.
You hungry?
Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches in his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars.
I have a small child and I'm flush with snacks.
Brian joins me and by the fire. I accept the cargo short granolas.
And now we're back to waiting.
Where did the girls go off to? Shouldn't they be back right now?
I wouldn't worry about it too much.
They're a couple smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They've probably established a small rule of government by this point and installed themselves as leaders. I took a look around, the sun cresting the street lines, casting the entire lake in a warm, golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature is beautiful. A mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. Nature sucks.
Here you go, bud.
Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it to douse myself. I've always hated how this stuff smells.
Really? I always kind of liked it. Reminds me of being outside.
Maybe you and I have different sentiments on our outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, a huge stick in the mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. Throw the stick towards the woods. Fake out throw. Break the stick in half and it's short. I hurl the stick as hard as I can towards the tree line. Maxwell bolts after it, running as fast as stubby little legs can carry him, which consequently is not very fast. It is very cute though.
Nice too, Brad.
I turn away so you can't see me blush. Maxwell brings the stick back to me, clearly proud of himself. Good boy, Maxwell. You're a very good and speedy boy. You're the world's champ of fetch. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? But Pats never fail. Scratches from his ear, rub that belly. Maxwell rolls over and lets me rub his belly. He wiggles the grass, clearly loving it.
I feel like bits of the third wheel here. Where are my belly rubs?
He's so flustered I can barely say anything. I just focus on petting Maxwell and hope Brian doesn't notice how much I'm sweating. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routine pulling on Brian's lines. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeeze a bit of lemon on them, and frying them in a cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. Man and Daisy emerge from the woods, looking totally unscathed.
Whoa, Dad Bod Patrol. I'm gonna have an issue. You both a citation and demand you both put on shirts on. Your children present.
Brian tosses me a now dry shirt. I pull it on my head and thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Where you guys been?
Studying entomology. What?
What? We were playing with bugs. I expect you guys to be more covered in mud and stuff. Daisy looked offended.
What do you take me for, a child?
Amanda puts a hand over Daisy's shoulder.
Right.
We take a seat around the fire, and Brian serves us generous piles of fish on a plate. It's absolutely delicious. Like, why do we have to be good at everything?
Fish taste okay?
Daisy and Amanda both nod fiercely. Mouthful of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Yeah, it's great.
A Harding from a family recipe.
Why are your pants wet?
Well, Amanda, we were out there in the lake and then
I accidentally tipped over the boat.
Don't worry, all the gear floated up on the surface, so we didn't lose anything, right, Brian? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Can't believe you just covered for me. Gosh, he's even humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my word-famous sense of humility. We finished our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little while before we decided to head out. After cleaning out the camp, we pack up the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. Poor Pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day.
Been an ordeal today, bud.
Let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm most awake dad on the block, but yeah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind us, and smile. I rest my head against the window, and the low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls in a peaceful sleep.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Oh my eyes, and realize that I dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. Oh, hey, I was resting my eyes. Just in case we suddenly have to jump into some sort of conflict, so I'm super awake for it and ready to fight with my strong arms.
It's all good. You earned some rest today, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I love the fun with you.
Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually.
Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah.
You two, take it the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch. Long day.
Yep.
I was so close to a pole saw.
Pulsar?
Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who can catch the most fish, and...
Ugh, stop. Why do you care so much?
Amanda Panda. Just look at the guy. He's obviously got my number and he's rubbing my face in it.
Dad, I love you. But you kinda dumb sometimes.
Dumb? Oh, clearly the superior dad.
You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation and centering on masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night.
Amanda slides off the couch and face down onto the floor.
I am a tired slug.
Amanda, that floor is disgusting.
I don't care.
Well, night, honey.
Night, Pops.
It's okay. What? Oh. Alright, guys, we got one more, and then that's where. If you're parking uphill, make sure you turn towards the. Well, it's been a long day. It's just I'm about ready to pack it in and a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, and I turn the lights and I walk down the hall of my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. The kids still need some sleep. As I press her room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? Gently knock on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops.
Not right now, Dad.
Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door.
Oh.
In the dark, I see Amanda outlined in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay?
I don't want to talk about it.
Did something happen?
No, nothing happened. Go away.
Amanda.
Get out.
Okay. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her cry again. Of course something's wrong. I want to know what's going on. I might play all the game and might stream it, but not be on YouTube. What was she so upset about? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I was still thinking about Amanda. After a long night, I was very little sleep. I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever is bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room, makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda.
Morning.
She drops a frozen waffle in the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't even look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going to school today?
No.
Okay. Do you need a ride to school?
No.
Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up, takes the still freezer burn waffle out before it's finished cooking.
I have to go.
She picks up the bag and storms out. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it's always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and the thing will back to normal soon. I sit back in the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knee, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed a bandage and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and like that nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that I'd force her to talk about it. I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline for her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin.
What?
Can you come here for a second? There's a moment of silence.
Yeah.
I want to say I'm sorry for last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something is wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it.
Dad,
So just whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in the corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I'm hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pulled a cake out of the refrigerator and placed it on the table, hopefully with the frosting set by now. Ta-da!
Dad?
Sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around Saturday and I had to start over, and I guess I kind of see it.
This is beautiful.
It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big old hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve up a delicious cake.
So, it's really stupid.
What is?
The whole thing, I've been really weird lately. And there's just I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart.
I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes?
I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R is going to a fancy art school in California, right?
Emma R? The one who puked and dug us on your best friend, the other one. The one who puked and dug off me on is you, the best friend.
You got it right. Wow, proud of you. Anyway, ever since she got an acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, I've been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out that Rose M and both Emma's, Grace and Noah all went to a party at Kinsey F's. On the same night, they all told me they were busy studying for the Cal KB final.
Oh, what do you hang out with them if they're gonna lie to you? Yikes.
So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. That's the thing.
Whoa. I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that, okay?
You're a bad liar.
So, are you...
I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and keep going about my business.
Amanda sighs.
And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phone down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they were busy like simultaneously. So then I tell them never mind and I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips and I really, really wanted nachos.
Totally understandable.
So I go to the mall anyway. I get to go to the food court, and who would I see there? But Grace P, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me.
What?
It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has an arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But they kiss.
No.
Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey! And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because, of course, she does, and Emma R just like glares out at me.
Grace, nothing's coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the borderline gossipy one. Did she poop to bed once?
I know. Grace is the one that nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now? But anyway, nobody really will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left without nachos, might I add. which further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to MR asking how long the Noah thing has been going on. And sorry, I know it's a lot to you still following. I'm a little confused, but I think I understand. I have no idea. What did MR say? Oh, okay. I get a load of this. MR says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads word for word an arduously long string of text. Can you believe it?
I can believe that. I care so much that Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about? This is all beyond me, but I am trying my hardest to be supportive.
They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's been a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think it's going to be so terrible, that then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on read, and then
Wait, left me on read. What's that?
oh, like she saw my text and didn't reply. And I know because there are red receipts.
I don't know what red receipts are, but I'm gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha.
So while this whole thing was happening, I was talking to Emma P. and about how mad I am because she's at least been being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everything. And out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, "How could you say that about me?" And I'm like, "Say what about you?" And then he tells me that Emma P. sent screenshots of everything I told her into a group chat that I got kicked out of.
Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad.
There's so much more. Honestly,
Dang, this girl. I feel so sorry for her. I want to give her a big old hug.
honestly, it's all been really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends.
Amanda, I'm so sorry.
I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R's been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad at that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about this for how long. Amanda stabs
the remnants of the cake.
Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad that she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everybody just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough to... I don't understand.
Hey, why wasn't I enough?
I don't understand. Okay. And as mad as I am of everybody, like, I miss them, Dad.
Amanda looks so dejected. I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help?
Anyways, take it. That the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip.
Wow.
I know it's pretty dumb.
It's not dumb.
No, it's a stupid thing it's to be upset over.
Man, your feelings are real. Don't ever get mad at yourself for having feelings.
I guess.
Unless you secretly been a robot who's been approximately human feelings this whole time.
Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago.
But seriously, I know you probably don't have one advice, but I feel like it's my duty to be a dad to bestow upon you the few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Not all friendship lasts forever. Real friends don't do that. High school sucks. Like, all of them. But I've had to do. Real friends don't do that. When you get older, you start realizing that sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to your friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure out myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting the effort in it to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being it for a friend. Ultimately, I think this way more about their character than it does about yours. Because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem.
I'll keep that in mind.
Look down at the table. Did we just eat the whole cake?
Yes, we did eat the whole cake.
Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closed the door, she turned around.
Hey, Pops.
Yes,
Thank you.
you are welcome. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
Oh.
I'm getting little tears. It's better to be early than. That was beautiful. I love that part. Okay, we got one more for Brian. You know, saying the third date, they'll be pretty serious. Are you sure this is your dream daddy? I'm sure. This is my dream daddy. When changing a tire, tighten the bolts in a starfish pattern. I spent the day lounging around in the bathrobe and slippers, committed to enjoying my day with a testament of dad laziness and around the world. Third coffee of the day as it being the second word jumbled in the pen, and man, is this the life.
Hey, this one spells door.
Hey, this one spelled door.
You're still taking me to the fair later, right?
There's a fair?
Dad is literally around the corner from us.
It's not ringing a bell.
I came home yesterday with cotton candy.
Nope, nothing.
I gave you a teddy bear that I wanted, specifically stating where and when I got it. Seriously?
Amanda walks to the windowsill and slide and drapes open. There's a big Ferris wheel in the distance. Oh, right, that one. I thought it meant another carnival.
You're coming with us, right?
Gosh, honey, I don't know. I've got all this. I look down the mug and have the coffee and a word jumbled in my hand. Pressing business to Tinder? Amanda points to the word jumble.
Park dog clock cereal.
I knew that. I totally knew that. The secret word that you all spell out.
The secret word that you all spell
out is pool. Hey, you're pretty good at this.
No, you don't have to any excuse. You're coming with me.
Amanda pushes the bedroom and forces me changing out of my bathrobe.
Wear something nice. I want arm candy. I want some arm candy tonight.
Got it.
And no flip-flops.
Not after last time. We don't talk about last time. Amanda and I step outside and the faint sound of carnival noises. So what's the first thing you want to do?
Eat greasy food, like deep fry everything and put it in my mouth. I don't care if it isn't tasty to start. I believe its deep frying process can transmute.
There wasn't any audio going. I am so sorry. Alright. Sorry about that. I will add it in on something.
Eat greasy food, deep dry everything, and put it in my mouth. And I don't care if it isn't tasty to start. I believe in deep frying process can transmute any non-tasty thing.
Please don't throw up this time.
I know my limits.
You said it last time.
I'm still calibrating. I'm dialed in now. You ride the rides with me, right?
If you're looking for someone who rides scary rides with that straight veto from the DAC constituency, however, I am happy to stand at the fence and take blurry pictures of you riding in the rides. As per DAC customs,
Define scary rides.
anything that moves.
Well, you're no fun. Maybe I can find someone from the carnival who'll go with me. Wouldn't that be a surprise?
And maybe one of your friends from school will be there. Like, who's that one with the eyebrows?
Teresa with the mono got mono.
What about the one who vapes?
Alex, who got suspended for vaping in the school bathroom.
Well, I hear carnival rides are fun as a solo rider.
But then I'll get no one to puke on. Or will I?
What?
Hey, look, we're here.
The carnival is packed with people and all over town. All over town tonight. Screaming kids run in the cotton candy and a bucket of soda clutched in their grubby fist. Colorful lights flash all around us. I feel like they're smelling in the air and it clogs my arteries.
Hey, let's go over to the Greasy Food cart.
Amanda leads me by the hand in what seems to be a very specific direction.
I know my favorite one is around here somewhere.
Wait a second, is that Brian?
Wow, look at who it is.
Sure enough, it's Brian and his daughter Daisy. Brian has the same confused face on his face as I'm sure I have.
What a coincidence. We all happen to be here at the same time in the exact same place. Wow, that is weird. I can't believe we just happened to come to the carnival at the same night and the same time. Yes, Daisy. That's so strange. How bizarre.
Brian? Brian? I didn't even know there was a Brian in the game, honestly, when I started this. I can feel my competitive fire burning inside of me again. Last we met, Brian had made a fool of me, besting me at fishing, and then out of humbling me in front of my own daughter. I still want the pole.
There's plenty of mid-wave games here.
Okay. How about we hang out as a team exploring the carnival together? Yes, Amanda. That sounds like an amazing idea. Let's all do stuff together.
Amanda and I follow Brian and Daisy to lead us towards some rides. I can't believe Brian's here.
Dad, you need to relax. Daisy and I have been spending a lot of time together. She helps me my algebra homework, and I've been corrupting her young soul with rock and roll music. She's really cool, but you and Brian won't stop complaining about it. And Brian won't stop complaining about each other.
And he's complaining about me?
No, Dad, that's not what I meant. If you and Brian would just talk to each other, maybe you will see how much you have a lot in common.
See, now I gotta turn it up to 11. Brian's getting obliterated.
Dad, you just need to chill. Please chill for my sake.
I'm chill. I'm so chill. I'm like stupidly chill. And for once, I prove once and for all that I'm clearly a better dad. I'll be some chill. I'll be so chill that you can call me a liquid nitrogen. I will destroy you.
Dad!
I spot the entrance of the midway and I'm perfectly opportunity. Hey Brian, check this out. Wanna get a couple of games in? Hey Brian, check that out. Wanna get a couple of games in?
Oh, that sounds fun. Maybe a little friendly competition.
No, we wanted to check out some clowns over there.
Amanda, you're scared of clowns. Overruled.
Dad.
Ugh, fine. Sure, let's play some games. But if we spend a whole night in there, I'm feeling an inflammation.
Oh, lighten up. I'll win you something nice.
And I'll win something nice too, Daisy.
I'll win more things than Brian.
I'd like to see you try.
Brian and I glare at each other. I waited for so long to admit it. Amanda and Daisy sigh heavily at each new game. Brian and I challenge each other to. Their arms overburdened with stuffed animals and t-shirts with t-shirts with rainbows airbrushed onto them. For every game I win, Brian seems to answer back.
Aw.
Dad, please, enough.
Just one last game, honey.
So, Brian, we tied. What's the ultimate prize?
I spot it across midway. We lock eyes. It swims absently in a bowl of water. That goldfish is will be mine. Man, sweetie, how about I win you a goldfish? If I get us out of here, great. Look over to Brian. We don't say a word. But our eyes lock, confirm it. The person who wins the goldfish wins the night.
Looks like it's skee ball. You any good?
I am the best skee ball player on the grace of the earth. Think you can handle me?
Still winning to put up your weed whacker?
Only if you're willing to part with that pole saw.
Longer me equipment goes to the skee ball champ.
Be sharp in that earnest shape. Always.
Ski that ball.
I don't know how this is gonna be. Okay. Okay, I see how it is. Okay. I suck at this. Alright. Okay. Kind of just got aiming for the middle. He gets more tickets than I do. Wait, who won? The bell sounds a light flash. I feel things moving in slow motion. The guy running in the booth points at Brian. My worst nightmare. Falls to my knees, grasping in my... How could I let it come to this? Dad, you're making a scene. I am? Defeated. Attendant reaches up and dumps a goldfish into a plastic baggie. He hands it to Brian. Brian hands... I want to do that again, honestly. I'm just going to go back to that part, you know?
Ugh.
Oh.
Dad.
Since I know how to
Ski that
play.
ball.
Alright. Alright. Got 100. So far we're in front of him. Okay, we're doing a lot much better. Alright. Alright. That one was a bad one. When you change your tire, make sure. Okay, the bell sounds, and I feel like things are moving so much. I turn to look at Brian. His face is priceless. The lieutenant reaches out and dumps a goldfish in the bag, plastic baggie. My hand shakes as it passes over to me. I've done it. I've finally done it. The fish is mine. The pole saw is mine. Victory is mine. I bested Brian.
You won fair and square.
No, I really didn't. I went back. I hold the goldfish above my head, brandishing it aloft in the world to see. Be cool. Speech, speech, speech. I think better than Humbrus and slower to lower in the bag into Amanda's hand. It was nothing. Amanda, who would you like to name your new friend? How about Brian? It's Amanda. Want to go on a Ferris wheel next? Yeah, I want to ride the Ferris wheel.
Ah.
Of course.
I'll hang out and watch you guys. Still not a fan of carnival rides.
I'll be happy to ride some rides with you kids.
I'm just kidding. I love carnival rides. I'm the best at it. We traverse to the end of the relatively short line of the Ferris wheel. It doesn't seem like a very popular ride. Daisy and Amanda chat excitedly. I can feel Brian glaring at me.
So how did you do in the trig final? Way better than I thought I would. Those kinds of those cosine problems tripped me up, so I drew a cat instead of answering the question, and my teacher gave me a point for effort. Wow, in high school, really that easy? Absolutely yes. The school is of hard knocks, though. That's another story. Amanda playful punches Daisy on the arm. Welcome to the streets. You check out the art book I gave you? Yeah, I left it in the section of female photographers. You have good taste. You know, I bet your photos will be in a book someday. Daisy stops or cry. They're too cute. Next. Amanda pushes me forward.
Yeah.
You first. I'll sit down in the carriage. And now you. Daisy pushes Brian to the carriage next to me. Before I can say anything, the ride operator goes, "No, wait a sec. We're gonna go get some deep fried pickles. You two take the time and...
Hold on.
Get along."
Amanda and Daisy run off in the crowd. The ride starts moving. I sit in the Ferris wheel with my arms crossed, not talking to Brian. I don't even know what Amanda's talking about.
Neither do I.
Our carriage creeps slowly upwards. Ferris wheels are boring. Could this ride go any slower?
Oh. Is it too fast for you?
No, that's not what I meant. How could this get any worse? Suddenly the word ride jerks in a halt with us very top of the wheel. I can hear a faint yell of the ride operator down below. "Sorry folks, ride stuck. Guess a raccoon must have stolen the key component to the motor. They're very crafty animals and frequently attracted to shiny objects, so it makes sense that the world pillar is something like that. Anyway, there'll be some time before I can get y'all down and settle in and get cozy. Well, and hey, no hand stuff while you're up there. Well, and no mouth stuff either. Well, this is just great." I look down and expanse of the carnival. I hate to admit it, but it's a pretty good view. I spot someone down at the food cart melting cheese onto a pile of steaming steak and peppers. Oh man, I'm so hungry. Why didn't we get a funnel cake first? My stomach rumbles.
Oh, I know that sound.
Brandon reaches his car short, pulls out some fruit leather, offering it to me.
Cherry or mango?
I don't want the stupid fruit leather. Brian opened and started eating it.
Fine.
My stomach growls again. God damn it, why didn't I take the fruit leather? We sit in silence as a crowd begins to form under us. A group carnival work attempts to restart the engine. Suddenly remember that I have a tiny book of word jumbles and a golf pencil in my pocket. I pull them out to start working on the fresh page, determined not to look at Brian.
Hey, I always bring my puzzle book with me too.
Brian pulls out a small book of crossword puzzles and a pen. You kidding me? I set my book of word jumbles off to the side of the Ferris wheel. In a fit of rage.
Oh, I bet we could find it when we get the first out there. Here, you can do my crossword.
Brian holds his book and pen out to me with a smile. Absolutely not. Why am I being so...
Why do you hate me so much?
Hate you? Why do you think that you're... Why do you think you're better than me?
What? I don't think you're better than me. You.
Okay, so you're just offering me fruit snacks and crosswords out of the kindness of your heart?
Whoa!
But yes.
A likely story. All you do is brag about your smart kid in landscaping and your stupid weed whacker. I'm sick of it.
Whoa!
And all you do is one up me every chance you get.
The only thing I wouldn't win is a one-upping other people competition. Because you would win that. Because that's what you do.
Uh-huh.
I don't do it on purpose.
Wait, what? You're messing with me, right?
No,
But
Okay.
I don't think I'm better than you at all. You and your daughter are amazing. I thought we were competing just for the fun at first, but the more we started doing it, the more it felt like you must hate me. And the more we did it, the more I wanted to impress you. There were times when I didn't want to beat you, Brian. But really, I wanted was for you to like me.
oh my god, I feel like such an ass. Be honest, Brian. I feel I let my competitive spirit get in the way. Actually, no. I let my own insecurities get in the way. And I've been a huge dick for no reason. I'm sorry. To tell the truth, I think we could have been really good friends. If I could ever make it up to you, I respect you a lot. We sat in silence for a second.
Can we start over?
What do you mean?
From the beginning.
Brian holds out his hand.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Brian.
I take his hand and shake it vigorously. Hey Brian, I'm Brian. It's really nice to meet you. Great shirt.
Thanks, Brian.
This is really confusing. Brian and I look at each other. We both share a smirk and a little silly game. But it feels good in the same side for once. Alright folks, be patient. Turns out the raccoon didn't steal a part, but instead it was rummaged around in the inner workings of the engine. We formed a wary yet mutual beneficial truce. The carriage starts moving and ourselves down the dry land in no time. Brian and I wander over for a bit, looking for Daisy and Amanda. You know, getting stuck on the Ferris wheel could have been a lot worse. Glad we worked things out.
Me too, buddy. Now that's over with, we both get home, quietly enjoy our evening.
Agreed.
Dad!
Hey,
Amanda and Daisy run up to us. I think you kids will be pleased to find out that Brian and I have worked out our different.
Dad, that's great and all, but Brian's in trouble.
But Brian's right.
The fish, Brian. What?
hey,
Daisy and I got on a log flume, and when we were going down the hill, Brian just flew right out of the log and now is hanging on some pipe on the ride. We gotta save him. But Brian's the fish. Brian the fish. Oh right. Come on. We gotta save. We sprint over to the log flume, spotting Brian the fish stuck up in a rafter on the ride. We'll get you down, little buddy. Gotta save it right here.
We have to get Brian before the fair closes, and who knows what will happen to him.
But the fair closes in 2 minutes.
I guess we need to hustle then. What's the plan?
Well, one right after runs the track like last 90 seconds. Brian's hanging from a pipe right above the drop. So we have a window of 10 seconds to grab him. Wow. Did you do all that math in your head?
That's really impressive.
I just counted. It's not that impressive.
I'm so proud of you, honey.
Okay.
That raptor is pretty high. How are we gonna reach him? We all think for a second.
Whoa!
I've got it.
Brian runs over the midway of the last game we played and snags a pole from the game attendant that it grabs stuffed animals with.
I think this will do the trick.
Amanda presses 2 ticket stubs into my hand.
Here, these are these are our last 2 tickets. Brian's fate is in our hand.
Okay, so we're gonna save that fish.
There's no time. Come on.
Brian leads me hand and enters the log fume. Getting there was a nick of time. Looks like you guys are the last ones. We take our seats on the slippery vinyl. The ride operator pulls the bar down.
Are you ready for this?
The log starts drifting down the fake river. Unnaturally blue water sloshes over the sides and soaking my shoes. This is gross. You know how earlier I said that I was the best carnival ride? The ride jerks forward and I just let it fly up. That might have been an embellishment. A rickety log makes a slow climb. The trek, and for the most grueling minutes of my life.
Ah!
I see him.
Hanging on the rafters, before the drop by below. The fish, not the guy. Are you ready?
I don't think I can reach him where I'm sitting. It's all up to you, buddy.
Brian pressures the fishing pole into my hands. Oh god, I don't know if I can do this.
Hey, I believe in you.
I gulp. I can do this. Fish. Fishing around here is they group up. All you gotta do is line up the 3 in the same species, reel them in. I need to match up the same with. I can't tell them
Match
apart.
that fish. Catch of the day.
Was that just all? With precision and I only attainable with playing midway games at the competitive level, I hook a baggie that contains Brian the fish and place it to my lap. I did it. I grasped the bag firmly. He'll be nice and safe during the oh god, the drop. I momentarily forgot about the drop. It's a big drop. Oh, it's coming. Oh man, it's a big drop. So when I told you that I was sort of over exaggerating my prophecy of the carnival rides, it turns out that I had under exaggerated just how bad I am with it. I utterly and completely terrified of carnival rides. Brian looks over at me and takes my hand in this.
I'm right here. We can do this.
I give his hand a tight squeeze and the log tips over the edge and flies down the drop. The water rains down onto us. I realize I have my eyes squeezed shut and open them and find Brian was still holding my hand. He smiles at me. That wasn't so bad.
Told you to make it.
Brian and I walk over to the right and approach Daisy and Amanda. I hand the baggie to Amanda.
Brian.
Ah.
Hey.
No, the fish.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Huh? I mean, hey, thanks for saving my fish.
Don't think me. It's all your dad.
Oh, shucks. It was a team effort.
Yeah. You all use your special skills on getting back. Brian got the pole, Daisy did the math, and you got the fish. Aww. I didn't get to do anything cool. Well, honey, I'm sure you... Hey, what were you doing up there? That was totally dangerous. Amanda steps in front of all of us and plants our feet. Listen, dude, it might have been totally dangerous, but I have you to know that we are triumphed over here with the done of silly rules today. We overcame adversity through teamwork, friendship, and love. We band together to achieve our common goal, and we stand here stronger than some of the parts. And for you too.
I actually don't care. The fair's closing. Just get out of here. Right up where the water off.
You really are sparkling conversationalists.
We join the crowd and fairgoers slowly and billing back into the parking lot.
You kids want to stick around for the fireworks?
Do we have to?
I never seen a child less enthusiasm for fireworks.
Yeah, can we go home? We've been hauling all these prizes around here hours and my back is killing me.
Hey kids, run ahead. We'll catch up later tonight. Amanda and Daisy skip along. We'll probably find them later curled up onto a couch and watching long haul Paranormal Ice Road Truckers. Brian and I sat down in the bench a little further from the rest of the crowd and gathered to catch fireworks.
Hell of a day, huh?
You can say that again.
Hell of a day, huh?
This is one time I'll let you outdad me.
Ha! I'll take it.
The breath in the cool night air as the first firework launches and explodes in the sky is fair. I'm glad we talked about all that stuff.
I'm glad to talk about.
Me too. It's good to have a friend like you, Brian. The firework launches into full swing, bursting around the rainbows of red, green, blue, and white. There's one more thing I have to admit, though.
I don't know about that.
What's that?
I don't know anything about fishing. Brian burst out laughing.
Oh, buddy.
Oh.
I know.
What? You knew the whole time?
I mean, you weren't exactly subtle about it.
I can feel myself blushing. He laughs.
It's okay. It was cute. If you're interested, maybe I could teach you sometime.
That's what friends do, right?
Ha!
The laughter dies down, and I watch the fireworks a little longer. I can tell he wants to say something, but he's having trouble getting it out.
You know, it's kind of funny. What is? You're not fighting anymore, but I feel like we've let some stuff resolved. Oh, lawn mowing is still happening. We're cool now, but don't think I forgot about that. Brian laughs. No, it's not that. Don't you feel like there's maybe something else here? Or is it just me? Looking at Brian, his smile is illuminated and cracking embers falling through the night sky. I suddenly understand what he's talking about. Oh. This whole time, with emotions running so high, I realized that I've really been feeling what I thought was jealousy was actually... It's not just you. Brian just towards me. You know, it's hard paying attention to the fireworks when you're right here. He and I lean in and lips touch. He placed one hand on my shoulder, then another base on my neck, gently pulling me closer in a warm embrace. I feel safe. Brian pulls away for me a moment and smiles. I guess now we get to complete over who's better at kissing? Brian starts to laugh and pulls me in for another. Accept that challenge.
Sure enough, when I get home, Amanda and Daisy are passed out on the sofa, surrounded by giant stuffed animals. Amanda snoring drowns out the Paranormal Ice Road Truckers playing on TV. I turn everything off and throw a couple blankets over the kids before heading to bed myself.
Let's do this again sometime.
I suck. It's better to be early than late. Always bring a war chest? Okay. Oof, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's our car in the driveway. Oh, gotta act natural. Be cool, Brian, be cool. Amanda walks through the door and a suspicious look on her face.
Hey, Dad.
Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. No, you asking me questions. Sorry, sweetie. It's the feds. No. I had a crab cake sandwich for lunch, and that's probably it. You're allergic to shellfish. Oh no, I forgot again.
Dad.
Oh gosh, I gotta be sick. What have I done? I'm kidding, you're right. I have a little surprise for you.
Yeah, I can tell. You're bad at lying.
Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen?
Father, it would fill a heart with glee.
Lead Amanda to the kitchen table. Present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I want to give you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but...
Aw, Dad, you...
Amanda whips the tablecloth and Amanda draws.
No way.
I figured you probably won't be able to get cable in your dorm, so I thought it might be nice to get a piece of phone with you.
A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Core Tracker. This is all 19 seasons.
And bonus material, including commentary and actual ghosts featured on the show.
Dad, I love this. Thank you.
She gave me a big hug. Glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something?
Totally.
Follow me to the back door.
What?
You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life was to make a big deal out of your accomplishment. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise!
Dad, everyone's here.
Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come to support you.
Is that a mac and cheese bar?
Sure is fully customizable down to the type of mac. And here's an ice cream cake, and kind of crunchiness is in the middle.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. First, mac and cheese.
Hey, bro.
Bro, this is a real rager taking the old age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed as a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Hey!
Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on the fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again.
Me too, dude. Brian or Hazel will pick up around Craig. Hi, little ones.
Hello. Hiya. Thank you for a lot for the ice cream cake.
Wait, girls. How much did you eat?
Brian ate four pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on because we look alike. I have your faith. Nobody will ever believe you.
Oh boy.
I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon again.
Hey!
Totally. Totally made a congrats for us.
Looks like looks like you settled in the neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better quote to say.
Well, I'm glad.
Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We have a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up with a plate of mac and cheese. That perfect cheddar and mac ratio. Beautiful work, Brian. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda go into her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for the finals. Me too. The scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by to pretend not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher.
Hey.
Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great at the art school.
Yeah, thanks.
Amanda starts to back away.
Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me?
Hey!
You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention.
Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe?
Nope.
Oh!
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so...
She'll fit in college just fine. Hey, Robert, glad you can make it.
Yep.
Robert takes a sip of his drink and then he calls me. Everything okay?
I don't know.
Sure.
Why won't you talk to me? I thought we had something.
Huh?
Come on, Brian. You know that what this was. You were an object to me the same way I thought of the object to you. I figured we would same page, at least from how you were acting. But I didn't know what it to be. I didn't want to be this feeling involved. I got too much to do with it as it is. I'll get you around.
Hey, man.
Matt.
Let me know if Amanda leaves for college. I'll get a fresh batch of right said banana bread ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that.
Oh.
What a splendid garden party. The deepest thanks for extending an invitation to with my son. This ice box cake is divine.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake.
Thanks for coming by. I see Daisy and the man in the corner of the party walk up to them. I swear, if you two are planning about another parent trap,
Relax, Dad. We already won the game. We're just having friendly chat. Tell me more about college. Slow down, kiddo. You're not even in middle school yet. But I want to go to class in my PJs now. I mean, nothing's stopping you. But Daisy, I hear you. I know you're stoked about college and skipping grades and taking over the world with science, but you gotta enjoy being a kid first. Growing up is weird and scary, and eventually you'll be able to rent a car, but you gotta get through middle school in one piece first. You know how you wish you were going to college? I wish I was in the 5th grade. I want recess and snack time back. Cherish it while it's lasts, girl. You got a big future ahead of you. But I don't want you growing up too fast on us, alright? Alright. Thanks, Amanda.
I ease away slowly. Amanda seems like she has a handle on the situation. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat in the back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone's going to eat their food. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me.
Killer party, Pops.
What can I say? I was inspired.
So, I have also have something for you.
For me? Why?
Not to be completely genuine, but my feelings for once or anything but growing up wasn't easy. But if it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there through everything. There's been times in my life where there's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you.
Don't cry, I swear to God, Brian, if you cry again.
You're the best, Dad. I love you.
And I'm crying.
Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time?
Amanda hands me a tiny wrap package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us.
Kinda shocking, all the photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave.
Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see you if the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid.
Always do.
Amanda and I share a hug. This is the only beginning, Pops.
This is the only beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road.
Memories to make and stuff to break, right?
Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of this stuff.
It would be my honor. Amanda hops up.
Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you.
And glance over the back of the yard, where Brian is sitting on the bench beneath our cherry blossoms. He smiles at me.
I'll leave you to it. Me and Emma's are going to go get ice cream. Love you, Pops.
Amanda runs over to join her friends. I take a seat next to Brian and the last guests make their way out of the party.
Nice job. I couldn't have thrown a better party myself.
I smile. So are you doing like opposite competition now?
Ah.
Yeah. We're just gonna compliment each other relentlessly.
I bet you could do more push-ups than me.
I bet you're better with computers than I am.
I bet you could trim a tree faster than I could.
But you could ice a sidewalk more thoroughly than me.
I like this a lot better. Brian blushes. I nestle myself in a soft space between Brian's shoulder and chest. No matter how many times he washes that shirt, I bet he'll never get the smell of campfire out of it. Not that I mind.
Ah.
Got a long summer coming. Interested in some more fishing trips with me? Daisy and Amanda?
As long as you'll save me again if I fall into the water.
I'll be happy to.
Gotta sneak in a little father and daughter time as possible before Amanda heads out. Also, be careful. She's probably gonna try to steal your dog and take him with her to college.
Oh.
Also got a feeling Daisy might try to stow away in her suitcase, so watch out for that.
The sunset casts a pink glow over everything, and quiet calm seems to descend upon my backyard. It reminds me of the lake.
I'm glad we're not rivals anymore.
Me too. Although I don't think I've ever been more productive than I was when I was trying to one-up you.
Ah.
Maybe a little friendly competition is what we both needed.
I sigh and nuzzle against Brian a little harder.
Oh.
I am a cuddle champion.
Ah.
We'll see about that.
Please don't do a minigame just for this. Please don't do it. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really did have fun. I'm gonna leave it right here. I know y'all guys can't see me. But that was a really cute game. Wait, Ray is in here? If you don't know who Ray was, he was part of the Rooster Teeth. I didn't know he was in here. Excuse me. Oh, cool. I'm just gonna mini games. Penguin mini game, Dad Battle mini game, Radio mini game, Piano mini game, right? Wiggly mini game, Skateball mini game, Golf mini game, Fishing mini game, Concert mini game, Gargoyle mini game. This is the one mini, and this is the one I need to listen to. DVP. This is not DVP. By Puff. Ballad of a Fallen Dad. Daughter Bragg Battlefield. Alright. We got all the play testers. And special things. And all of our dads. A game from Game Grumps. Guys, I really did have fun with this. This was the best game. So we got Brian. Spend less money. So I guess that'll be in the gallery. Yes, it is. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really did enjoy this, and I know it's like 2 hours long, but I did have fun with this, and I am done with Dream Daddy. So then I can continue with Clan Dad, but I will also continue doing this and having fun with the other dads. But I will be doing that later. And I see that he is colored, which I kind of like that. So that means I've finished with him. So that's why that was there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next video.